forefront of an offense that aims to improve in '83. The Bears have Ditka's innovative thinking and the talent at key positions to attack opposing defenses.
McMahon giving the Bears a new look on offense. An offense geared around the great number 34, the Gale Sayers like Walter Payton. The undefeated Lions, the rejuvenated Bears, next on CBS. Watts wide to the left side. Moorhead in motion. Walter Payton behind the block by Suey, and a huge hole. And look out, Payton breaks it all the way up to the 40-yard line, close to first down yardage. Gary Cobb, 53, the 4-year veteran out of USC.
Gary Cobb did fall off his position to make that tackle because Payton follows Matt Suey, number 26, who throws a good block, and you see Jeff Williams block on Fantetti, and you'll see from the backside, here comes Cobb, 53. He fell off his position and his responsibility to the other.
45-yard line, the Bears first and 10. Scott to the left side, Watts to the near side. Payton again. Good block, and Payton has got a huge hole again. First down, Chicago.
Emory Moorhead, number 87, had to block Bubba Baker, and they both dug a hole. They went right into the turf.
For the first time since 1966, Walter Payton over the left side, close to the 33, down near the 32-yard line. Now, in the first game, Johnny, between the Bears and the Lions, Walter Payton had just 26 yards on 14 carries. 11, we have just started the second quarter. They'll give it to Walter Payton, who's got a convoy on the right side, and Payton slips. Otherwise, he had lots of running room around the right side. Fantetti in on the hip, the 4-yard side. On second down and 8, Walter Payton cuts back against the grain, and he turned nothing into a pickup of about 3 yards. They had him stop back almost at the line of scrimmage, and you see that little stutter step that Walter Payton put on right there, and he still managed to slither forward for about 3-4 yards.
Okay, with this kind of a pitch, you can see he's back deep. He's back in a deep position, and he gets a chance to survey the situation. The block comes back. He comes back behind Jeff Williams' block. Noah Jackson is tying up Doug English, and but there's just too many Lions around. But you
out wide to the left side. This is Payton in motion to the near side. They'll give it on the reverse to Walter Payton. Good block over on the right side. Good cutback block thrown by number 87, Emory Moorhead, the tight end in his 6th year out of Colorado, to spring Walter Payton around that right side.
The Lions still have not blitzed much. They're going with the 4-man rush.
Walter Payton on the draw gets about 8. Fights his way forward down to the 20-yard line. Second down, 10 yards to go. Receivers are split both left and right. Lions blitz. Coming with a blitz. Walter Payton. And boy, did he just turn absolutely nothing into a pickup of about 3 yards. They had him back at the 21-yard line. Walter Payton behind Noah Jackson. Look out. Payton gets first down yardage up to the 31 and almost broke free.
1,852, then 1,395, 1,610, 1,460, 1,222 last year.
And will direct a daring and deceptive attack.
Five-yard line. Out of the eye. Play action. Deep drop from McMahon. They set up the screen for Payton. 2 blockers in front. Payton with a first down and a gain of about 19 yards into Seattle territory in the football game. It is 3rd and 2. Bears swing it out for Payton. Blockers in front.
Trying to throw.
And he will throw. He's got a man wide open. Bashnagel, touchdown. Payton to Bashnagel. What a play. And Brian Bashnagel, as he looked up, saw the ball over his shoulder. Meanwhile, there is a fight back out at midfield. A nice young man who's just a little too excited today.
Now you can see that was a lateral play, and everybody went for Payton once the pass looked like a pass to them, and he threw that ball off balance and over the top of Bashnagel's head. Nice grab, touchdown, Chicago.
And you know, the man who was making the tackle on Payton was Michael Jackson. We'll be back. So the Bears starting after that good kick by West, and Payton right up the middle has first down yardage and gets out to the 25-yard line. What a big hole up the middle. Neal and Hartnett, who's back in at right guard, and no. Marjoram and Bashnagel, the wide receivers, and again it's Walter Payton over the 30-yard line. So now their running attack starting to take some effect here. That develops for them. We expected that they might try to get it to Payton out that formation, and they do. First down for Walter Payton. He just moved out in motion and was wide open down the middle, and that's one of their best offensive plays of the day. He was strung out to the left. They put Payton in motion from the wing. McMahon has the time and leads another rusher. Finds an open man at the goal line, and it is going to be incomplete. No, it is complete. Thought he dropped the ball over there, Walter Payton. And the Seattle Seahawks thought he dropped the ball too. You see Dave Brown with a ball in his hand saying, hey, I have the ball. How can you call that a completion?
Gives himself all the time in the world right here. And let's see if Payton hung on to the ball long enough for a completion.
I would say definitely not.
Jeez.
A big break for the Bears there. I don't think he ever had the ball.
They showed that on the big television screen here in the stadium, and the fans are really booing it. One knee is down. See, there is the...
that is not possession to me, but...
Got him sealed in, and he gets outside.
And on this down, he hits Payton. Payton trying to shake a tackle, but can't do it. Gets only about 3, maybe 4 yards. Keith Simpson, number 42, a sure-handed defender, making the stop.
Zone on both wide receivers.
McMahon out of the shotgun. Screen pass. Payton gets one block, but it is well played off the block. Is that Simpson? Keith Simpson making the tackle off.
Before they set up this I formation, now in motion Bashnagel. Walter Payton breaks the first tackle and has the first down. Charlie Baker, number 52, the third-year man from New Mexico, are rolling in Cardinal territory.
And Walter Payton heading for 10,000 yards for his career. He needed 82 yards in this game in order to cross the 10,000-yard mark. And
of St. Louis. Draw play. Payton, running room. Back to the 22-yard line. A 10-yard pickup for Payton. Looking teams at the moment. Two big tilts next Sunday. It is 2nd and 5 for the Bears. They go to Payton with blockers in front. Walter Payton cuts it back beautifully, and Payton all the way out to the 38-yard line, and a Bears first down. Grooms ranging back to pull him down with help from Roger Worley. Gain of 7, and here's Payton really rambling for a first down to the 32-yard line. And Walter Payton turned on the juice on that play. They're rolling.
Yes, and you can see the block down. Hartnett with a good block. Matt Suey, 26, leading the way. Throws the key block right there to spring Payton through the hole, and Payton turned on that burst of speed, and I think you see that he still got that little burst.
4 for 4 and 31 yards. Here in the second period, Bashnagel in speedy motion behind the ball. Payton goes the other way. Payton takes it upfield for a gain of 7, maybe 8 yards before he is hauled down at the left side. Aaron's the middle linebacker, and Junior the left side linebacker, 58. And today you'll see Philadelphia at Dallas. First down, Chicago. Bashnagel comes out of the straight tee in motion. The give is to Payton. Payton gets one good block from Noah Jackson and picks up 5 to the 30-yard line. Aaron's drives him out there. Chicago Bears at their own 34-yard line. 1:44 remaining third period. 7-0 St. Louis lead. Bashnagel puts in a few laps. And Payton going wide left. Picks his way for about 6, maybe 7 yards. Walter Payton leaving tacklers strewn in his path. Trajan, who was last with the Dolphins. 3rd and 2. Worley has moved to the right side, to the right corner for Allen, and Griffin is at his own spot. And diving for the first down is Walter Payton. Big play by the Bears on 3rd down. In comes McMahon.
Bears offense still rides on the record-setting feat of Walter Payton. Payton reached a career milestone against the Rams in 1982.
Long call by McMahon, gives to Payton. He bangs away, breaks the tackle, cuts to the inside, now brings it to the near side, bounces off a little man at the 18 to the 15 and down to the 13-yard line. A 10-yard pickup for Walter Payton, who broke 3 tackles on the play, and he goes over the 10,000-yard mark for a career. Only the 4th player in NFL history to do it. And they'll stop the game now and present Walter with a football.
Payton's bouncy, juking, jitterbug style belies a strength and raw running power unmatched in the league's halfback.
8-7 today. 2nd and 10. Bears in Rams territory. Walter Payton straight ahead, and he has crossed the 10,000-yard mark. Walter Payton, number 34. 8 yards was given to him officially. Payton again. Oh, and he skipped through there. Still going, bumping off the cornerback and getting inside the 15-yard line. That was Rod Perry. Johnny Morris live from Anaheim, California this Christmas weekend. Walter Payton gets a block outside and takes it upfield over the 50 into Rams territory. And Brooks Williams. 3rd and goal. In motion goes Morgan. Pitch out to Payton. Thomas in front of the block, makes a good block. Touchdown, Walter Payton. His first touchdown of 1982.
Henry Moorhead, the tight end, who was in motion on this play, and they say he's a little bit too small for a tight end to block. Well, he does a pretty good job here. Jams up everybody so that the traffic can't get around him, and Payton cuts inside into the end zone. Number 23, Lucius Smith, too late on the tackle.
On first down, McMahon swings it out for Payton. Trying to get him some running room, but the Rams reacted very well and pulled him down at the 15. And Walter says, hey, I keep going.
He said, I went down on my own. He was claiming.
Pitch out to Payton, gets the block from Suey. Dancing his way back in behind the blocking, and he's got some running room. Payton inside the 40 is forced out of bounds by Rod Perry and Leroy Irvin. Rams, early 3rd period. Pitch out, Payton trying the right side. Behind Van Horn, he gives him a block. And Payton gets to about the 26-yard line, close to the first down. George Andrews, the linebacker, number 52 from Nebraska. Payton, they give it to Walter. Takes it wide and shakes off one tackler and another, Johnson, and that is forced out. A flag down on the play. Fingers him as the culprit.
5-yard penalty on the defense. First down.
Well, it's on 5 kickoff returns. That's pretty good duty. This man on play action has the rush, and he gets it off beautifully to Payton. Payton has 2 good blocks. Still going. Ripped up finally at the 25-yard line by Reggie Doss. It's his offensive call. Watts in motion one way and then back the other. They give it to Walter Payton. Payton is going to throw the football from Marjoram. Incomplete.
Almost had it. It came down on his stomach. Almost a sensational catch by Kenny Marjoram.
This afternoon, for sure. It is 3rd and 2. The Rams have not quit at any point in this game. Payton bounces off tacklers, and Cromwell pulls him down, but not before he got the first down. A big play for the Bears and Walter Payton, who has had his first 100-yard day of the season.
Only the 4th runner in league history to reach that remarkable total. At age 29, Walter Payton has a very real chance to break Jim Brown's NFL career rushing record.
Down at 9. Willie Galt is in now with Bashnagel. A pitch to Payton. Nice block on Curry. Payton cuts it up inside for a gain of close to 9. Making 3. Moorhead, Saldi, and the rookie Dunsmore. Walter Payton looking for daylight. Over the 30. Bounce back. It'll be close to the first down. Good defensive reaction by the Atlanta Falcons. Ball at the 36-yard line. Walter Payton trying the right side. He's got some running room. Dancing his way down close to the 20 for another Chicago first down. Down there, but
Wide open.
Ditka will allow no excuses. Here is Walter Payton. Payton, first down with a nice move as he had caught the ball for a gain of 5, and then using that remarkable ability got by both Johnson and Pridemore. Here is Payton getting wide to the right. Payton dancing his way down to the 30-yard line, and Buddy Curry, the linebacker. Payton, he's got it and then some. Payton down the sideline and stopped by Kuykendall at the 9-yard line of the Falcons.
By number 78, Keith Van Horn. 26 goes through the hole.
Pridemore, 27, comes up to make the stop. Here comes the block. He puts him right on his back, and Payton dips to the outside and turns it on. Great blocking by the Bears as Payton takes it down for first down.
14. Play action. Payton, first down. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Number 9 by the Bears this season. Out of the shotgun, McMahon. On third down, he finds Walter Payton. Payton has the first down, runs into his own man. It was pushed back by Johnson. Payton tries again. And listen to the crowd respond to sweetness.
And nobody has real man-for-man coverage on him. He's underneath the coverage, and anytime you can get the ball to Payton where he can turn his head up the field, look at that ball. Is that a loaf of bread or is that a ball? But he's got it, and now he gets the first down, bounce back, keeps the legs going, and it takes 5 Falcons to bring him down. You count the
Bell goes. He'll be ready. I'll be ready. So far, looks like he is. Look at this time. He's got Payton. Payton is down to the 2-yard line. A perfect throw by McMahon, and Payton holding on against the hits from the safeties, Glazebrook and Pridemore.
It's for Payton to clear, and by the time the safeties can converge on Payton, the pass is there, and down he goes, and there's Pridemore and Glazebrook, and the Bears have spotted a weakness. Doesn't look like it.
Dalton Bashnagel. They go to Payton. Payton for the blocker in front. Was met at the 40-yard line and did not get much. Maybe 5 on the play. To the signals. It is first down Chicago from their 9. Pitch out to Payton. He's turned inside. Now takes it back outside. Payton forced out of bounds after as pretty a piece of running as you will see, and the rookie James Britt knocked him out of bounds.
Piece of individual running here as Walter Payton is about to rush for over 100 yards in his 49th game, 49th time. Look at that. What balance. He could have been a great gymnast.
A pickup of close to 9 for Payton. It is second and a long one.
Moorhead, Saldi, double tight end here on 2nd and 7, and that is Saldi in motion. Walter Payton gets a block on the corner, a good one by Moorhead on Washington, and it turned Payton upfield. He'll be short of the first down. And of course, they lost Dave Revis, Gene Sanders, and that led to all kinds of problems by the end of the first period. Out of the shotgun, McMahon has time but no receivers. Now he finds Payton open. Payton has the first down to the Bears' 28-yard line before Scott Brantley, number 52, forced him out. The dark-clad Chicago Bears. In motion, Saldi, and he opens a big hole. Payton has a first down. A gain of about 9 yards.
And watch the block by the remaining back, Matsui. 26 goes through the line, and there he really lays the block on Jeff Davis. 58 makes a big hole as Walter Payton goes through and gets some big yardage. Good block by the interior line, and especially Matsui right going to give.
Third down here as the Bears try to keep the opening drive alive, and they give us to Walter Payton out of the shotgun. Payton has the first down yardage over midfield to the Bucks 49-yard line where Hugh Green forced him out. Midfield strike. First down in the pro set, Suey and Payton. Bashnagel right, Marjoram left. Walter Payton nowhere to go. Now he breaks loose and gets out to the 20-yard line. There's a piece of Walter Payton. Hugh Green was the man to pull him down, and McKinnon now the wide receivers. Payton again right up the middle, and he will be close to the first down, and depending on where they spot it, 5. Play action, slow developing. McMahon has Payton wide open. 30-yard line to the 10. Touchdown. Walter Payton took 2 Bucks with him for the last 10 yards. Holt and Brown were unable to keep Walter Payton out of the end zone. A 73-yard touchdown play.
Things here on the fakes. They faked an end around reverse with McMahon, who held the ball, and you'll see Payton all by himself, and then he takes it down the sidelines, but you'd never know. He has that stutter step. That was Holt giving a try at him. They tried to hit him high. He goes into the end zone. You cannot hit Walter Payton high. Cedric Brown tried to hit him high, and he just, great speed, great change of directions, stutter speed. He can, you know, shift his speed so well that he can just fake you out. You just don't know what to do.
And the strength. We saw Cedric Brown with a grab of his jersey at about the 5-yard line. As you pointed out, that isn't going to get it done. You got to get his feet out from under him, which is not so easy either. But he just showed his strength by just lugging Brown into the end zone.
That's the longest touchdown pass against Tampa Bay since.
Out of the I formation.
Blitz.
The action. The blitz is on. He dumps it off nicely to Payton. Payton gets away from one man, is out of bounds at the 38-yard line. The Bears first down with 13 seconds on. Slot formation left. Saldi in motion. Payton gets the block from Saldi and Suey and moves inside the 20-yard line. Saw that play back in the first half, and it will be close to a first down for Chicago.
2nd and 28. The Bears deep in their own end. And they give us to Payton. Payton has running room. Payton all the way out to the 15-yard line. And a big gainer out of a big hole for the Chicago Bears. 2nd and 8. Payton has a hole up the middle inside the 10 to the 8-yard line by Richardson.
There it was.
Play action.
Payton
Up
in
the
motion.
middle open is Payton, and he makes the catch, knocks down 2 defenders, both of whom are hurt on the play, and Payton bounces back up.
As he backers, they're in the deep zone, which they expected. The Saints not let anybody get behind him, and you can see that it was over Whitney Paul, and here comes the collision. Payton stopped, but it took.
In motion, Bashnagel. Walter Payton behind the block of Suey, blasts through for a first down, and the last man got him out there near the 30-yard line, Frank Watlett. Back with Payton in motion behind the ball is Bashnagel. They give to Payton, he's got the hole. Payton over the 45 has first down yardage to the 47-yard line. Winston and Russell Gary, number 20, the strong safety on the hit.
They were bringing Evans in was to shake it up, but it's because of the injury. Oh!
Side handoff to Payton. Payton with a nifty move, still going. Payton, touchdown. Walter Payton with some dazzling footwork. Broke away from the entire defense of the North.
Boy, that caught everybody for surprise. Off the shotgun, the inside handoff. Great block by Rob Feta, and then Payton just now, watch those legs. They're like crazy legs. Remember Crazy Legs Hirsch? And then he turns on the speed as Watlett tried to hit him high. You can't hit Walter Payton high. If you're going to dive at him, you go for these legs, and then Walter just cruised it on in. High step at Walter. Down goes the ball, and
Moorhead in the slot right.
look at this.
Walter Payton trying the near side and got about 5 yards, but well short of first down yardage. Raylan Galt, the wide receivers. Moorhead in motion.
Pass.
Payton's going to throw. Payton deep for Galt. Galt has the football, touchdown! Walter Payton to Willie Galt. There are no flags down. What a play!
Okay, here is the pitch out to Payton. Now remember what I said, he's running to his left. Now he's got that ball, there's no pressure on him, and he just hauls off. He's at the 35-yard line. At the 35-yard line. Poe was even deeper than Galt, but Galt adjusted for the ball, caught it on the 10, and took it in for the end zone. So it was a 55-yard pass in the air by Walter Payton as Poe went down. And Galt now is establishing himself, as everybody said he eventually would. And he apparently was tired, a little tired.
I guess. Evans gives it to Payton. Payton's going to throw. Payton to the end zone, wide open. Willie Galt, is he inbounds? No. He's out of bounds over the end line.
And off, he has 3 linemen there for protection. They're going to make sure he gets rid of that ball. And Galt just got lost in the crowd. And the first official, nice pass, huh? First official said it was out of the end zone. We'll take a look as it comes down. 1, 2. He's in.
No question.
That's it. He hadn't got any more feet than 2. And one of them might get cut. Walter will go out for quarterback. Here it is.
One more time.
Look at those linemen. You can see there's Feta, there's Becker. Everybody's out in front. Jimbo Colbert, 74. No pressure on Payton. He just flings it, and it's really an excellent pass into the end zone. Galt was so open and made a nice catch. Make sure he got a hold of it and got both feet in. Willie.
You're not a cornerback. First down and 5. Walter Payton. 35-yard line, first down. Suey, the remaining back. And the pass is to Walter Payton. Payton was the remaining back. Suey was the motion man just across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Out into the flat, you always want to hustle over in case it's picked off.
Walter Payton, 2nd and 1.
has a first down. Starts and stops 3 different times and pulls 2 players with him. Kurt Payton. Unbelievable.
Love to watch Walter Payton run. Holding the ball in one hand, but he knows when he's going to get hit, he'll pull it back in there, trying to get the defensive man to commit himself so he can go one way or the other.
And has completed 6 of 7 for 89 yards. Walter Payton, first down on the return. Fake of a pass and a give to Payton on the draw inside to the 38-yard line. A gain of 8 will be second down and a couple as Jim Ryan. Payton, the remaining back. And it is Walter Payton. First down. 33-yard line, gain of 5. He's out with a toe injury. Payton, 38 yards in 10 carries. And here he comes again. Close to the first down. Randy Gratishar with the tackle at the Chicago 47-yard line. Walter Payton, right side. Is that a blown call? There were no blockers there.
Both rookies.
Third down 3. Here's Payton. First down.
TJ.
Report on Noah Jackson. He can come back to the ball game. First down, 19-yard line. Dumped off to Payton. Payton in the block, picking up a linebacker. And he is out of bounds around the 13-yard line. So add 6 more to the total. Lewis Wright was there for the defense.
He is something else. That number 34, Walter Payton.
Let me update a score for you. It is now Washington 10, the LA Raiders 7. Jim Plunkett to Cliff Branch, 99 yards for a touchdown. That ties the NFL record. And at halftime, NFL 83, they'll have that highlight along with highlights and scores from all the other ball games. Also another update, Cincinnati leading Baltimore now by 10. Ken Anderson scoring for 3 yards down, 24-14.
Cincinnati's offense is back.
And so the Chicago Bears offense is back also. Here's Payton. Hit it. The 8 comes down at the 5.
Their offensive line, Charlie, it's dominating the line of scrimmage. I've been getting that. Mike Ditka said that's been one of their problems, but certainly today their offensive line is playing very, very well.
One of the end zone. That's my. But you like Walter Payton, don't you? Where does he find that yardage? Come in for Becker, a little breather at right guard. Reads the ball at their own 15-yard line. Vince Evans, the quarterback. Here's Walter Payton. 23-yard line. Gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2. Report is a hip bruise on Terry Schmidt. Moving on the 12-minute mark of time remaining. Chicago 31, Denver 14.
There was a good shot of Walter Payton stepping quickly to his right, your left. And the reason he does that is the linebackers are keying on him. Whichever way he goes, they start to run him.
20 carries. He's the remaining back. And he'll have the first down. 26-yard line, picks up 3, and the first down. 2:27 time remaining. Bears lead it 31-14. They've led the whole ball game. Here's Walter Payton. Payton to the 38-yard line, so he picks up 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Payton scored twice on short yardage plays, but in the end, these weren't enough to overcome 2 long bursts by the Vikings.
Second and 10 for the Bears out of the I formation. Suey the lead back. Marjoram wide to the right, but was unable to contain him. First down pass. Screen. Payton. Here comes the blocker in front. And Payton picked up about 5 on his own before and the ball was knocked out of bounds. A little extra rough play between Gay and Becker and the linebacker Williams in this first period. Let's see what Vince Evans can do for the Bears here from deep in their own end. Fine punt by Mike Black, burying them down here. Short drop for Evans, and he throws off to the release man, Payton. Payton with a burst of speed over the 15 to the 16-yard line. Alvin Hall and linebacker Gary Cobb. And about 14 as the ball is at the 2-yard line. Payton's got running room. Away from Latimer, and then a good ankle tackle by William Graham at 9:31 to go, first half. Motion behind the ball is Matsui. Dawson on the rush. Evans gets it off nicely to Payton. Payton trying to get to the marker, and he is just short. At McKinnon in motion behind the ball. Walter Payton inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 5 to play first half. 17-3, Lions lead. Payton running hard to the 48-yard line. Second and 21. Uh-oh. Pressure on Evans. Flag down. The pass to Payton. Payton got one block and got back to the original line of scrimmage, then took a late hit. Bears from the Lions 22. Swing it out to Payton. Payton had to wait for it. It cost him a little time, and look at him dance. Out of bounds to the 12-yard line.
I don't think he got out of bounds.
Nope, 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not so bad. Payton right up the middle. Payton gets over the 50-yard line to the 45. Against the Eagles. The Bears at midfield. Pitch out Payton. Payton dives about feet into the air trying to get some extra yardage. Wound up with about a 5-yard gain to the 45-yard line of Philadelphia. Missed tackles against a tough runner named Tony Dorsett. Ellis and Devon are in defensively. Payton breaks loose. Payton is now upset. A good diving tackle by number 24, Ray Ellis. Second and 5 for the Chicago Bears, as Payton, as usual, got more out of it than it appeared. He's going to get plenty out of this. First down yardage for Payton to the 28-yard line, where Reggie Wilkes and Randy Logan stop him out there on the corner. But goes Willie Galt, Marjoram wide left, Suey and Payton in the eye. Payton has a good hole and picks up about 6 yards. Running
inside or outside, he's always going to be around.
3rd and a yard as Suey came up just a little short. Let's see what the Bears do here. Dunsmore in motion. They go to Walter Payton, and he dives over for the first down. Payton, slot formation right. Ricky Watts, number 80, in motion. Give to Payton. Payton has good blocking. Gets away from one tackler to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3. In their game, Brian Sipe to Ozzie Newsome for the Browns. Pitch out. Payton on 2nd and 7. Payton digs through about 4 Eagles tacklers and picks up about maybe 5 yards. Bears stay in the 2-minute drill with 12 seconds and counting coming down to the end of this first half. Give it to Payton.
They didn't get out of bounds. They're going to have to use one of their timeouts.
Only 7-3. It's early in the second half. The weather is bad for everybody. They want to keep the football, so this becomes their first big 3rd down out of the shotgun. Complete to Payton. Payton has a first down. A flag is down downfield. So back in the I formation. Galt right, Marjoram left. They haven't gone to Galt yet. Payton gets to the 40-yard line. And Johnny, just looking back at the first half after that 5-yard pickup, are dripping right off the face guards. The heavy rain. Moorhead and Dunsmore double tight ends. The pitch to Payton. And excellent defensive work by the Eagles on that one as they strung him out and not let him make the turn at the corner. And Logan are probably through. And every year they come back and start for the Eagles. Payton spinning and bouncing like a pinball in a pinball machine. Gets to the 36-yard line. Problems sending in their defensive substitutes.
Well, they did it at the last second on purpose, I believe.
Pitch out. Payton. He's got the yardage. Flags everywhere. Payton is forced out trying to dive for the end zone. They're going to mark it outside the goal line. There were 2 flags right when Payton made the turn, and one always thinks maybe there was a clip. First down. Chicago Bears in motion. Moorhead. The give is to Payton. Trying to find daylight, gets some, and is out to the 20-yard line. 25 times. Payton again. Close to the first down. Marjoram, 3rd down, about a foot. Moorhead in motion. They give it to Payton. The Eagles made a great effort, but so did Payton, and he has the first down. Suey with Payton. Deep drop, screen pass. Payton Jerry Robinson dives out there and gets a mouthful of water as he knocks Payton out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Formation to the left. Ricky Watts in motion, number 80. Payton gets to the 35-yard line, stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
Both teams hurt in the secondary. 2nd and a yard. Payton has it. And then some. Walter Payton, and he could not stay in bounds. Trying to dance down the sideline, is forced out by Newsom at the 40-yard line. 7. Suey in motion off the wing. Short pass to Payton. Payton picks up about 5, is met by Collins, number 50, and number 55, Eckern. Play action. McMahon can't find an open man. The Rams pick that up well. Now to Payton. Payton down the sidelines, out of bounds with a first down in Rams territory at the 35, where Jim Collins forced him out.
And to throw a block, he sees McMahon start to roll out, takes off down the field, and he is such a good pass receiver. Never drops a pass, goes down the sideline, little high step, and it's another first down for the Chicago Bears.
On the 46, Walter Payton cuts it inside and gets to the 50-yard line for a pickup of about 4 on the play. McMahon is 4 out of 7 passes. Gives it to Payton. Payton picks up another 5 to stay at his average for today to the 45-yard line. First down, Bears threatening for the first time in the game. Payton dives over the 15 to the 14-yard line. Good block by Calvin Thomas, the lead back. And the shotgun. They give it to Payton, who's going to throw. Back to McMahon. McMahon is open. Touchdown! Complete to Payton out of the backfield, and the Rams converge on him immediately. It'll be a gain of about 5. Nolan Cromwell. Payton out the right side. He's got running room. Payton cut by Johnny Johnson, but he has another Bears first down at the 32-yard line.
And you can get the up back to the outside and around the horn. You know that the running back is going to make some big yardage. So
the applause is for the sign indicating that statistic. And look at this. A hand also from referee Chuck Herberling and the crowd.
So he's not too far behind Jimmy Brown. He now ranks 4th on the all-time list.
State first down for the Bears. Straight ahead, Walter Payton with a head of steam picks up about 6, maybe 7 yards. Robinson tripped him up, and then Randy Logan. Walter Payton straight ahead for about 6 over the 50-yard line into Eagles territory. Jerry Robinson and Wes Hopkins. McKinnon and Galt are both out to the left. They give it to Payton off tackle left, and he has a first down with Dennis Harrison riding him. But Walter Payton carrying all that weight, you might as well try them all.
That's right. Give everybody a shot at it.
2nd and 10. They give it to Payton. Payton picks his way, jumps over 1 or 2 tacklers, and gets out near midfield. They've hurt themselves with a couple of penalties, however. Play action again. Swing it out to Payton. He's got some running room. Payton gets away from Young, dances down the sidelines, and a nice diving block tackle by Jerry Robinson.
Dumps it out. Roynell Young is the only man there, and watch him just, his legs just disappear. Young doesn't even touch him. And he dips over him down the field and finally knocked out of bounds. What a super athlete.
Walter Payton to the 29-yard line. Off the tight end. Now comes in motion. Payton. Running off tackle, got 2 good blocks and cuts it upfield to about the 22-yard line, where Robinson and number 46, Herman Edwards, combined on the tackle. A pickup of about 5 for Payton. Payton, slot left. Walter Payton's got some blocking out there. Turns it upfield and is close to the first down again. He'll be short by about a half yard. High formation. Payton runs into a blocker, Becker, and then breaks out to the left side and has a first down. Pattons and Payton Well, they're measuring now, and he may have it.
And look at this. Ken Clark, 71, has really jammed it up along with Carl Hairston. So Payton says, okay, I'll go to the outside. Wes Hopkins missed the tackle, and Payton.
Bears. Payton takes it right up the middle and nearly broke loose for a big one, and still picked up close to 9 again. Tripped up by Reggie Wilkes, number 51. Second and a yard and a half. Pitch to Payton. Gets a block from Suey, and a beauty. Suey, I mean, really wrecked his man who was hurt on the play. Slow to get up is Randy Logan. First down for Payton, forced out by Hopkins. He's all right.
Well, Logan had popped Matt Suey several times. Watch 26 at the left of your screen. There's the block on Randy Logan as Payton got to the outside, so Suey dished out a little bit instead of taking some that he did earlier in the game, and there's the spike by Walter in the football game.
Robin Thomas, number 33. Walter Payton bursts out to the 15-yard line. Picked up about 10 yards on the play.
There he goes.
See it again, a nifty piece of running by Payton.
Just turns it up, almost broke it for much more yardage than that.
Payton again has the first down to the 22-yard line. Ankle injury to Jim McMahon. Vince Evans taking over. Walter Payton drives for about 5 out to the 29-yard line. And we're down to 340. 19 carries, 111 yards today for Walter Payton. Second, a long 3. McKinnon in motion. Payton again. They do a good job out that left side of the Eagles defense. It seems that every time it's close for Payton, he's going to get a little better benefit of the doubt. And he gets it there.
Well, I think the Eagles
are up along the line of scrimmage.
They ran around.
Payton bringing it out the left side, has the first down. He just waited for the blocking to develop, stayed in control, and picked up the first down.
You'll see the blitzing man come inside here. 48 right there was inside, got caught in, and here's Payton with Kurt Becker out there to throw a block for him and gets the first down.
126
yards maybe, but you don't get hurt in this kind of weather.
Bears go with 2 tight ends. Here's Payton again. Payton has the first down. Knocked backwards by Mark Cotney, but after he picked up enough yards for the first down. And on the field now. Walter Payton, the lone setback, and he handled it. Payton gets to the outside and scoots outside the 40 for a first down. Scott Brantley nudged him out of bounds.
Let's watch it again here. We see watch the tackle pull there, Andy Frederick. You see he gets out, the safety comes up in support. He kicks.
Willie Gault split wide to the right. Handoff is again to Payton. Carrying that ball in one hand and scooting inside Buccaneer territory. Jeff Davis came out to make the stop.
Now that would be fun.
Blitz is on McMahon trying to set up a screen. He gets it set up to Walter Payton down the sideline. Payton steps out of bounds at about the Buccaneer 43.
This is a great play here by McMahon because watch, he has to hold the ball, invite that defense, invite him, get away, make him think pass. Now get the ball out there to Payton. Now your line is out there in front of him. Now you have something going right there.
That was Ed Judy. Moorhead in motion, comes back inside the block for Walter Payton, who gets outside the 45.
You get the feeling that no one wins the Central Division. Someone just loses fewer games than the rest.
Somebody survives. Outside to Payton, who hangs on and will have a Bear first down at midfield. Jeremiah Castile cut him down.
Walter Payton.
And here goes Payton. Cutting up field inside the 20. Over 1,000. Here's Walter Payton. He's closer. He's down to the 10, stopped by Beasley Reese. One of the officials is down. And the day is looking just slightly better. Still raining. Here's Payton. Cutting back and cutting into the end zone for the Bear touchdown. That should put him over 1,000 yards on the year.
Walter Payton will get the ball in the end zone. Watch it, it's going to be off here to the left. Noah Jackson pulls. He gets a linebacker right there. Payton starts to the outside, cuts. What a move. You see that? He just went.
The story of the great Walter Payton, year by year, 7 times over 1,000 yards. He just did it in 1983. He needs 31 more to tie O.J. Simpson on the all-time list. And they hand off to Payton up the middle, and Payton slashes outside the 15 to about the 17. Scott Brantley on the tackle again.
Man, I don't need that stuff.
Here's Payton again. Skips out of one tackle, skips away from somebody else. Outside the 40, that's another Bear first down. Hugh Green came over to trip him up. Watch these moves here. Watch his legs.
Watch it. He has his right guard leading, Kurt Becker. He'll turn up, gets a little block there from Suey. You see that kick up in the air? That just held the guy long enough.
Very good run blocker. McMahon goes back, steps up into the pocket, throws outside to Walter Payton. Payton inside the Buck 20 to about the 23. Handoff is to Payton with blockers in front. And the Buccaneers shut it down. Jeff Davis, who's played well. Third down. The handoff is to Payton. Payton is close to first down yardage. Mark Cotney, safety man, made the stop. 4th and short.
So they're going to go to the right with Payton this time.
Here comes Payton. Broke the tackle behind the line. He was hit behind the line, broke it. And Payton takes it in. Walter Payton barrels into the end zone, and the Bears move out ahead 20-0.
Suey is cheated up. Payton is back. Suey's going to lead for Payton, both guards. He gets right in there behind the one guard, just takes off, gets about the 3-yard line.
6 times against Tampa Bay. There's the whole story right there. Payton has 101. Suey will have over 100 before it's over, and Tampa. Moorhead started in motion. The pitch is back to Payton. Payton cuts back inside up near midfield. Brad White was the Buccaneer to bring him down.
In motion, Dennis McKinnon. And pitch back from Suey to McMahon. And he'll have to go to Walter Payton. Walter Payton has a first down for the Bears into 49er territory at the 42-yard line. Tina Turner makes the stop. So in yard line, Jim McMahon, the quarterback. And Walter Payton on the right side. High stepping it to a first down. And Dwight Hicks rides him out of bounds. But not before Payton gets past midfield. And a good block by the wide receiver, Dennis McKinnon. And
lined up as a wingback or at the left here. Took it right there. Got some good blocks. And then outrun everybody to the sideline and turned it up. You see Becker, number 79, out in front of him.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 39. McMahon to throw. Willie Harper rushing on the play, and Walter Payton at the 35. Payton has a first down. 25-yard line. Moving the ball, we have a penalty marker also down at the 25.
Look how long McMahon holds this ball. The longer you hold it on the screen, the better it goes. Jackson, number 65. Watch his block right there on Ronnie Lott. And Payton gets some more.
6 now. And Walter Payton brings it out to the 41-yard line. Stopped by Jack Reynolds. 10 Bears on the San Francisco 32. And McMahon's toss to Walter Payton. And another first down, or let's check and see where that ball was caught. Jack Reynolds making the tackle. Payton has the first down. He was going for the first down, and Payton gets it at the 21-yard line.
Biggie's run like this, you see it from ground level ever since he's been in the league, and he's only missed 1 game due to injury. He has total disregard for his body. Hitting it up here from the I formation. Nothing down there low. He takes it up over the top, and he's an acrobat.
2nd and 9. Walter Payton inside the 15-yard line, shy of a first down by a couple of yards. And longer 7 minutes remaining. Willie Gault comes out to the right. McKinnon in motion, and here is Payton with a lot of blockers in front of him. Walter Payton has a first down beyond the 30-yard line. Jack Reynolds caught him from behind, but not before the Bears, I believe, have picked up a first down. 3 at the 38. Give it to Walter. First down, Bears. The Bears are chewing up the clock. Reynolds the tackle, and just stopping the 49ers totally on defense.
The Bears from their own 30-yard line. In motion is Moorhead. And Walter Payton running off tackle right. Picks up about 7, maybe 8 on the play, with Randy Scott, the linebacker, number 55, ranging back to get him. On 3rd down, Marjoram joining Gault and McKinnon. Pressure on McMahon. He got the pass off as he was falling. A flag on the play. Payton picks up about 7 yards. Short of the first down, however. Could win at home against the Lions today, and they've taken the lead. First down. Lions need a victory to clinch the NFC Central. Flare pass. And it's Zooey to Payton, wide open. Walter Payton in a sprint to the end zone. One man can catch him, and he is in. Touchdown, Walter Payton. Well, Matt Zooey.
And it turned out that that was a lateral, and it made it look like a pass, and as long as he's parallel with the quarterback, it is a lateral. Pretty good presence there by Zooey, who gets banged after he throws the ball, and you can't, these guys keep trying to hit Walter Payton high. You can't do it. If he's going to tackle him, he's got to dive into him and knock him off stride. You just can't do it that way.
Here. They pitch to Payton. Shakes off one man and has the first down. 22-yard line. It was Dennis Johnson who had a chance to catch him behind the line, but big pressure by the Vikings pass defense, creating problems from the goal line. A screen pass for Payton. 2 blockers in front, and a good job by number 29, John Swain, to make sure that Payton could not come back into the field of play without a wide throw set. Give it to Payton. He's got Becker in front of him. Cutting it back inside over the 50, picks up about 7, maybe 8 yards, depending on the spot. They'll put it at the 49-yard line of Minnesota. John Turner. The running attack of the Bears had problems last week against Green Bay. It's been restored. And this is Payton trying to turn the corner, picks up about 4. He's tripped up by Elshire, number 73, the right defensive end. Both these teams needing to win today and next week. For any playoff opportunity, Walter Payton barreling straight ahead, picks up about 7 yards on that carry. The football and the lead starting from their own 27-yard line. The pitch out to Walter Payton. Payton has a good hold and a block from Covert. And a first down, it would appear, all the way out near the 40-yard line. Joey Browner made the tackle.
And you can see, as you mentioned, Jimbo Covert had to pull out number 74, the left tackle. It does the job on Teal, allowing Payton to cut up the field and get some yardage.
Sick has recovered the fumble by Marty McDowell. Bears football. They lead by 6. Payton gets loose down the sideline, has a first down in Vikings territory at the 49. Scott Studwell, the linebacker, forced him out of bounds over there. Some of you will be seeing that Tampa Bay-Detroit game next Sunday. Here's Payton, and he has the first down, and down the sideline, he lost his balance. Gets over the 30-yard line. A big gain by Payton, and nearly went the distance, and Walter Payton a little slow to get up here.